Jake, who was bridesmaid at your wedding.
Which one? There were like 4.
The one standing closest to your wife during the ceremony. Hazel eyes, smudged paint on her fingers, wavy hair.
Oh, that's Sophia. Why?
I saw her at the wedding. She's different. I can't stop thinking about her.
Well, good luck with that. Sophia isn't exactly a fan of guys like you.
Guys like me?
You know, rich, privileged, corporate types. She's had a rough life and hates anything to do with corruption or wealth.
And here I thought it was going to be easy to impress her.
She is my wife's best friend. My wife tells that she is gem of a person. So I guess it's worth all your effort.
I know. I can't stop thinking about her. I want to get to know her better.
Let's see how to do it. It's your first problem. Money cannot solve.
You are enjoying this, aren't you?
I sure am.
Bro, guess who I saw today?
Who?
Sophia.
Again, where this time?
At a bookstore.
What were you doing at a bookstore? Don't tell me you've suddenly become a reader.
No, not exactly. Ever since your wedding, man, I've been restless. I don't know. I just started wandering around the city today, trying to clear my head, and then I saw her walk into the bookstore.
And you followed her in?
Well, yeah. Don't make it sound creepy. I talked to her for a bit. I told her I saw her at a wedding I was managing. Didn't tell I was a guest. We talked a little.
A wedding manager?
Yeah? You told me she hates the rich and corrupt. I couldn't say I was a guest at such a high-class wedding. So I panicked and said I was managing it.
Ah! That's the most effort I have seen you put for a girl.
She is worth it all, bro. I really cannot get her out of my head. I am going to have to figure out a way to meet her more often.
Well, good luck. I hope you can win her. Especially after putting so much effort into it.
Stop enjoying at my situation. Bro, I saw Sophia again.
Don't tell me you followed her to the bookstore again.
No, not this time. I started working there.
Wait, what? You? Working at a bookstore?
Yeah. I figured if I'm going to get to know her better, I can't just keep running into her by chance. Plus, it's refreshing doing something normal for a change.
Dude, you? The guy who grew up with everything handed to him? Working at a bookstore? This is wild.
I know, right? But honestly, it feels good. And I get to see her often now. She's a regular.
Wow, that's commitment. So any progress?
A little. She's starting to open up more. We talk about books, art, life, and I finally got her contact number.
Look at you, making moves. Did she give it willingly, or did you have to get creative?
She gave it willingly. She said it was easier than trying to find me at the store whenever she needed a specific book.
That's a good sign. Just don't mess this up, man.
I won't. Trust me, I really like her.
I can tell. Just remember, be yourself, and don't try to overdo it. She'll see through anything fake.
I know. Thanks for all the help, bro.
I am just enjoying it too much to not help.
Bro, I think she's finally falling for me.
Sophia, for real? That's huge. What happened?
We've been spending a lot of time together. Talking, laughing, sharing stories. She even told me I'm different from most people she's met.
That's a big deal coming from her. She doesn't say things lightly.
Yeah, it feels real, you know?
So what's the problem? You don't sound as happy as you should.
My dad.
Ah, here we go. What's he done now?
He's furious with me, Jake. He says I've wasted enough time and it's time to man up and take over the business.
Let me guess. He doesn't know about Sophia?
Of course not. He'd flip. She's everything he looks down on. Independent, outspoken, comes from a modest background.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't want to lose Sophia, but I also don't want to let my dad's empire become even more corrupt.
You're trying to play two sides, man. At some point, you're going to have to make a choice.
I know, but if I walk away from the business, he'll cut me off completely. No money, no resources, nothing.
And if you stay?
Then I become everything Sophia hates. I can't let that happen.
Sounds like you've already made your decision.
It's not that easy, Jake. I've never stood up to my dad like this before.
Look, Ethan, you've changed a lot since the wedding. You're not that spoiled rich kid anymore. If Sophia's falling for you, it's because of who you've become. Don't let your dad ruin that dad.
You're right, I have to do something. I need to figure out how to tell Sophia the truth.
About your family.
About everything. Who I really am, why I've been working at the bookstore, the double life I've been living. She deserves to know.
Yeah, she does. But knowing Sophia, she'll appreciate your honesty, even if it's hard to hear.
I hope so. I can't lose her, Jake. She means too much to me.
Then fight for her. Show her you're willing to walk away from all the nonsense for her and for yourself.
Thanks, man. I needed that.
Anytime. Now go figure it out before it's too late.
It's done, Jake.
What's done?
I told my dad I'm out. I'm leaving the business.
Wait, seriously, what happened?
He called me into his office today. Started going off about how I'm wasting my life, how I'm throwing away the legacy he built. Then he pushed some papers in front of me. Wanted me to sign off on a project that would displace hundreds of families.
And you refused?
Of course. I told him I wouldn't be part of it. That was the final straw for him. He called me ungrateful, accused me of being weak.
What did you say?
I told him I'd rather be weak than cruel, that I couldn't live with myself if I kept turning a blind eye to everything he's done.
Damn, Ethan. That must have been intense.
It was. He said if I walked away, I'd lose everything. The money, the connections, the life I've always known.
And you still walked?
Yeah. I told him I don't need his money or his approval. I'll figure things out on my own.
Proud of you, man. That couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. But I kept thinking about Sophia, about how she's lived her whole life fighting for what's right. If I want to be with her, I have to be someone she can respect, someone I can respect.
So what's next?
I don't know yet. I'm still working at the bookstore. I've also started volunteering at one of the community centers Sophia introduced me to. It's not much, but it feels real.
And Sophia? Have you told her yet?
Not everything, but I'm going to. Tonight?
You're finally going to lay it all out, huh?
Yeah, she deserves the truth.
Good luck, bro. You're doing the right thing.
Thanks, Jake. Whatever happens, at least I'll know I tried. Hey, Sophia, can we meet? There's something important I need to tell you.
Sure. What's up?
Not over text? In person.
Okay. Where?
The riverbank, the usual spot. Jake, I told her everything.
Everything? About your dad, the business, your double life?
Yeah, I didn't hold anything back.
And what did she say?
She was shocked at first. I could see the hurt in her eyes when I told her about hiding my identity. But then when I explained why I walked away from my father's empire, she softened.
Wow, so she didn't just storm off?
No, she listened. She told me it would take time to rebuild the trust, but she appreciated that I was honest with her.
That's a good sign, man.
It is. She said she sees how much I've changed, not just for her, but for myself. And that's why she's willing to give us a chance.
That's huge, so what now?
Now, we take it slow. She made it clear she's not looking for grand gestures or promises. She wants us to grow together, one step at a time.
Sounds like Sophia. She's grounded like that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it any other way. This feels real, Jake. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
I'm happy for you, bro. You've come a long way from the guy I knew at my wedding.
Thanks, man. I couldn't have done it without your advice. And your wedding, honestly.
Glad to be of service. Now don't mess it up.
I won't. She's worth everything.